Wandavision, episode 1 and 2.
What is up, guys? We're the Continuity Crew. I'm Will. And today we're giving our thoughts on Wandavision. Came out today as of this recording, and episode 1 and 2 came out. Start of phase 4 for the MCU. Got Scarlet Witch, Wanda, and Vision.
We got Vision.
Yep.
Played by Paul Bettany and who's
Elizabeth Olsen.
Elizabeth Olsen. That was a intriguing first 2 episodes.
I liked the aesthetic. They did better than I thought they would of the like black and white and stuff.
Yeah.
Even though I knew it was going to be on like a actual set and everything, and it was fun. It brought back almost, because like I've watched like I Love Lucy.
Yeah.
Like what's some other? Oh God, what's the other black and white one that's? God, it's gonna kill me. It's gonna kill me. It's like what's the first one's based off of?
I don't remember.
Bewitched.
Oh, Bewitched. Yeah.
Yes. That was side note, but Bewitched, the movie with Will Ferrell in it. It's like a 2002, 2004 movie or something. That was my first PG-13 movie I ever watched.
Bewitched with Will Ferrell?
I believe it was Will Ferrell. I think he was in it. But yeah, I watched that. That was my first PG-13 movie. But anyways, back to WandaVision. I feel like we should give like a synopsis, analysis, and just like theories, all that. Just kind of just talk about it, and a review too.
Yeah.
So overall, like a synopsis, we kind of just start off and there with like the theme song, and
yeah,
which I love. I love the theme song.
I wasn't expecting it. I didn't expect them to have a full actual looking show.
Yeah, like it feels like a show. Like I hope they do that with like the shows going forward too, of having this title sequence and everything. And I like that both of them were different. I hope they keep having a different title sequence.
I think they only did it for this one, just to stick with the genre.
Yeah, I don't know. I could see,
because like I think what they're gonna do from moving forward from this, once they get to the part where it reveals like what's actually going on, I think they're gonna scrap that, and then they're just gonna have the full title sequence from like the Marvel stuff.
Yeah, that's one thing I noted. Like they have new stuff in the letters, for in game and stuff now, so that's pretty cool. And then I loved seeing the first one, like the Marvel Studios in black and white. That actually looked really good.
Yeah.
So, okay, hold on. I got a theory just popping in my head now that we're talking about it.
Okay.
Black and white, right? I wouldn't be surprised if Vision comes back to life. I wouldn't, just because we started in black and white and Vision dies, he goes black and white, and that's.
I think there was a leak that said that he wasn't technically alive.
Well, I don't think he's alive now. I think he's
coming back somehow.
They're gonna figure it out, yeah, because maybe on the outside they'll be like analyzing it and trying to bring Vision back from whatever that is going on.
Yeah, and
that's one thing. Comments that said on our WandaVision reacts that they announced this and they said everything. Did they?
No.
We try to keep up with the news of Marvel and movies in general,
and we pretty much watch like the whole thing with their announcements and stuff.
Yeah, and their I watch like featurettes and everything, but like I still don't know what's going on, like what's actually happening. So
no one said anything about them confirming that it was going to be this story and this is how they were going to do this story.
Yeah,
and this is how the reveal was going to be. Like nothing. Yeah,
so those comments.
That one guy.
No, I think 2 said it.
Oh, there was 2?
Yeah. So, shoo. Like, hey, one thing also about the channel, we're like at 70 subscribers, it says, but we're actually, I think, at 80 because of the YouTube algorithm, what it does.
Yeah.
It, like, checks them for spam.
I think if it's a user that doesn't use their account all that often, I don't think they count it.
No, like they're still subscribed. It's weird. Because it was 83 the other day, and now
It was up and down when I checked it. It was like it went from like 63 to 71, and then it went down to 65.
I was looking at it like if they see like suspicious activity almost and like think it's spam, they'll adjust it.
Yeah.
But they're like still subscribed. Doesn't matter. We're like at 70 plus subscribers now, so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Go McKenna. I mean,
71. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. So
I mean, we hit our goal. That was
we hit our goal in January, in the middle of January. WandaVision, it's awesome. I love this. I already said all that, the aesthetics and all that.
Yeah.
But theory of like where it's going, I mean, I think Wanda's just put herself into this world.
It seems like it.
That because the fact they're like, Wanda, like, can you hear me? Like, she wasn't put there. Overall, like, I feel like these are great 2 first TV episodes.
Yeah.
But I was definitely let down because like I was just expecting.
Yeah, you had
more
high expectations. That's fair.
Yeah, just like I expected at least a end credit scene or something to like set something up or. Like,
I mean, they not end credit scene, but it was kind of like
which there isn't any.
The closing screen, it showed that shield stuff on there, or not shield, sword stuff on there, which is pretty strange, and I think that might have been related to Pegasus stuff too. So
it could be. Maybe Agnes is like working. She's like not a double agent, but she's a bad person within Sword. Maybe
she's part of Hydra. I don't know. They hinted that.
Yeah.
So either that or this whole thing is just a lucid dream and not a dream. Because like I don't think Disney or Marvel would take that route where it's like very cliche and it's all a dream.
I think she may. I do think that her making her own world is somewhat plausible, and I could see how once she snaps and she's essentially dealing with her grief. But once she snaps, it breaks reality, which what seems to be what from like plots that with other movies coming up, that's what it seems like the multiverse breaking somehow or something. So
there's some ways that there's some ways that I think that in some ways I think that she's in this coma because like of the whole like Wanda, can you hear me or something like that.
Yeah, I could see that.
And she's recovering from like Endgame.
I could see that, but then the thing that makes me like not kind of sway from that is like whenever we see the beekeeper come from the she just says no and brings back the moment. Yeah, and so like she seems like she's in control of this for the most part. Yeah,
either that or if it was a mistake from like whatever external like struggle she's having.
Yeah,
like whatever external.
It's interesting.
There is. Yeah, that's the thing that like I was really looking forward to them just kind of showing something that the world that world was in, because like in the second episode you kind of see it, but at the same time it's just a setup for a different TV show and not from like the first episode TV show style.
But I love the just to stick to kind of the first episode, I loved like the effects with they had with like the floating objects and stuff. Yeah. It looked new but still like a classic. Like
I think most of those were practical.
I saw like one of the featurettes or whatever.
Yeah, they had a featurette and they showed an audience.
Which is so cool. And I wish they had showed it, but for the black and white one, Vision was actually Vision. They had to paint him blue. Yeah. Which is kind of cool. I thought that was funny. I'd love to see a blue Vision. But one thing that stood out to me in both episodes is Paul Bettany is like, he's really good in this.
Yeah, he's a great actor.
I know he's a great actor, but I just like, it's not what I expected because Vision, for the most part, has been very monotone, almost mechanical. He is a robot, but this gives a different side because it's these TV shows.
He's stressed in this show. He's showing anxiety.
Yeah, something's up. I think this is Wanda's world is like a good thing to lean on, at least with my personal, professional opinion. No, but I think that's maybe what the best theory. And hey, they already confirmed it. No.
Apparently, they confirmed it in their trailer. So
yeah, they already confirmed it.
I mean, I'm sorry if we're missing something.
We're just rehashing. Well, hey, if we're missing something, just tell us. Yeah, don't be a loser.
I liked everything about the show's overall atmosphere. Because the thing is, although it's set up to be this I Love Lucy and Bewitched style show, TV show, the whole thing, the entire time, is very unsettling.
Yes, it is very like what's gonna happen next, because you don't really know, because you've got kind of a normal sitcom running like in whatever environment we're in, but then you've got these external forces like going, and you're like, oh, is this beekeeper person gonna come through, or are we gonna see, I mean, it switched to color, but like, are we gonna see more of that? What's gonna happen?
We are. I saw something that was showing the beekeeper kind of running, and I don't remember.
Yes. I think I saw that as well.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. I wonder, is this a specific character? Is this why is that? If it was just a bee suit, I'd have less questions. But like, there's actual bees
on there.
Yeah. So I'm like, what's going on there?
It might have been a metaphor, because like one theory that I had was that it was she's in like a somewhat computer generated world.
Yeah.
And it might be a metaphor for bugs in that system.
That's a good. I could see that.
And the beekeeper is just someone trying to control it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of a stretch, at least for me.
It could be, whoever this Agnes person is. It could be she could have had, maybe Tony Stark pissed her off too, and she got the barf technology, and like, well, because it kind of looks like that in the like trailers with like there's almost like a wall, but it also looks like Wanda's powers. So maybe it's the barf technology with her powers. Force field. Something like that.
She has mixed herself with computer.
Yeah, well, her and Vision. Yeah. That's what that is. That would be. Maybe she's just actually has like visions. Maybe we get a flashback and she goes to see Vision's body or something, touches it, and then this happens, and like just this big field is put around her. Or see, I want to think how I want it to happen is that it's her doing this, but I feel like it's leaning towards that she was put there more.
Yeah, because you hear the police officer guy, the FBI guy, Jimmy or whatever his name is. Jim, is that what his name?
I think so.
Yeah, he plays Randall Park. The guy that played him in Ant-Man.
Jimmy Woo.
Yeah, that was him. I recognized him immediately, but before that, I don't think I heard anything on the trailers. Like I didn't. Okay, I'll admit, even though we said that we watched everything, I think the thing that we were talking about was that when this guy told us in the comments that they confirmed it, they technically didn't confirm anything.
There's no like official word. Like even with this, I'm gonna read this like synopsis from like IMDb. Blends the style of classic sitcoms with the MCU, in which Wanda Maximoff and Vision, two super-powered beings living their ideal suburban lives, begin to suspect that everything is not as it seems. Like, I don't think, and literally I feel like that's all they've really given plot summary-wise. Yeah, so it's fine. It's whatever. Wherever you are getting that information, please send it to us. I would love to know.
Yeah, like, do you know anyone from like
Disney? My dad works at Marvel.
He'll get you banned.
Yeah, my dad.
No, I think everything about the show isn't meant for you to know anything about the future.
At least not yet. Yeah.
No, but like, there's like, I'm not bashing them or anything like that, or I'm not dogging on them, but there's like channels like New Rock Stars that kind of go overboard with theories and stuff, and they were right in like about a few movies, but I think the show is just
I don't think we're gonna know what's coming forward, so it's pretty awesome to be honest. Like I'm gonna watch next week, not just because it's Marvel and I want to watch it and we're gonna film, but I'm like genuinely intrigued and want to know what's gonna happen next.
Yeah. So the first thing, like, what was the first thing when you first saw the first episode, what was the first thing you could think of? Like, what was the first thought in mind that you had?
Just what do you mean? I would like feeling or just
just feeling.
I was just excited.
Just
like seeing that Marvel logo again was just. I'm like, it was 3. I mean, I watched it. I watched the first episode when it came out, and then I went back to bed for like 30 minutes. But I was like, okay, yeah, this is good. And then I watched the other one on the way to work. But it's I was just excited. Like I was just excited to watch this. By the end of it though, like I was like, okay, this is. I see what they're going for, and like a critical view almost. And I was like, okay, yeah. So what about you?
The entire time, I just thought this is so uncomfortable for some reason.
It is. It is very like. Almost a thriller kind of deal because it's like what's gonna happen, like we don't know, like I mean apparently like, someone might, but
no, I sat down and like the whole thing played out and I just couldn't like get my finger on it. It was just like, what is so strange about the show that
I
just
think it seems so
it was just so discomforting. It was just so strange.
I genuinely think that's what they were kind of going for.
Yeah, and I think they're
so
doing
mission
a really
successful.
Good job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like WandaVision, there is a lot to be desired about the show. It's almost like,
but we have 7 more episodes, so it's like, I'm not worried about it. Yeah.
What I'm getting at is like the first 2 episodes you shouldn't judge, even though technically you should be your first impression for the first episode is your impression for the rest of the show. But I think they're breaking a rule here in TV show. In TV show production, I guess, because the the pilot episode, you know, if you're an avid Marvel watcher, just to watch it for entertainment, you're gonna have mixed feelings about it in the first, just the first episode, maybe in the second, but like for the rest of the show, I think you should wait it out.
Yeah,
like, so far,
if I could, I would wait these next 7 weeks and literally just have it ready to go and just watch it all. But honestly, I wouldn't. That's a lie, because I just like I need the fact that we're back in the MCU is just awesome.
I honestly would actually wait. I would.
I'd
have that. I'd have that. Yeah.
If maybe after watching these 2 episodes, I'd maybe like wait a couple weeks, get like 2 episodes to watch them. But I wonder if they're gonna stack up are the run times gonna be longer?
It seems like it's getting longer each time, because the first episode was like 35 minutes, but that takes out the
I'm just hoping for like an hour. Yeah, because the credits are a good chunk of like the actual time.
The intro like sequence is about 5 minutes, and then the end credit scenes, or just the end credit, is like 5 to 6 minutes.
Yeah, so you got, it's the normal runtime for a TV show, like
but
22.
It's bizarre because it's a show and it's not a movie.
Yeah,
and movies tend to have that kind of thing going on where it's just gonna be 5 to 10 minutes of like credit scenes.
Yeah, so we'll see. I'm intrigued. I want. I don't care if we do 30-minute episodes the entire season. I just want one like hour episode. So it's similar to like a movie. Yeah. But it already feels like a movie. Don't get me wrong. But okay.
If they're doing like each episode, if they're doing like a show for each episode, then we have 2 more shows to go through.
Yeah,
as far as I know.
I think,
and then we'll get to the.
I think like mid-season will be stuff is like 4 or 5.
Yeah,
because I feel like if they won't be necessarily following the Mandalorian, but kind of, I would assume, like same logic like of TV shows, like mid-season for what's it, Mandalorian was Ahsoka Tano, so I think that they'll have something big, and most shows do have something mid-season to kind of wrap you in, so I could see her breaking out 4 or 5, maybe even 6.
I want to say around maybe in the next episode, like the 3rd episode that we'll see, I want to say that a little bit of the more out of the world kind of thing comes along, because I think the first hint that we got in terms of something that's out of place was the helicopter and that little toy helicopter.
Yes.
And that was like kind of like, I don't know if that was supposed to be a hint at like the quantum realm type thing.
Could be,
because if it was like a helicopter just like that crashed or whatever, and there were sounds behind it. I really tried to listen to
there was
smaller the lower frequency stuff, because like they did that.
Yeah, to be honest, like I was trying, but literally I feel like these 2 besides the 2 little commercial things they had one for like a Stark toaster, and one for a Strucker watch, like what's his name, Von Strucker or something.
Yeah, something like that.
A
From
watch.
Age of Ultron.
Yeah, the guy who had the staff and how they got their powers, their miracles. But I think those are really the only 2. Like, there may have been more, but I don't feel like they went heavy on Easter eggs like this.
I'm sure someone. I'm sure Rockstar has that. Yeah,
I'm sure there are. Don't get me wrong. Like audiophile, like I'm sure, but like watching it twice and like watching it very like diligently both times, like I didn't see much otherwise. There was some sounds and stuff like from other, but besides that, I think
this is another stretch. One of the things that I noticed was that they were red almost in every episode. When before the color thing, right? So the toaster was the blinking light. On the first episode, it was the toaster with the blinking light that was red.
Blood, and the second one.
Yeah, and the second one also, I think it was the helicopter actually, and then the yellow. So I want to say, this is a stretch again. I want to say that they're messing with the Reality Stone.
I could see that. I really think that he's like they're trying to bring Vision back, or she's trying to bring Vision back.
I don't know, man. I don't know, because like the thing about the way I'm seeing it is that she's in a coma, so it wouldn't make sense that she would bring Vision back.
Yes,
but Vision could just be there as a comfort.
Yes, that could make sense.
Yeah,
and the color red itself, maybe.
But that doesn't explain Agnes too. So that still is a possibility when you talk about like, yeah, she's trying to bring Vision back, because like Agnes still doesn't make sense in this whole thing, and also what's that girl? The other one. The one that we saw in episode 2.
Dottie?
No,
Monica.
Monica Rambeau. Yeah. So there's 2 or 3 things in there still.
Yeah, so we'll see. I think next week's will give us a little more, but it's going to stick to that same kind of
leaves you at the edge of your seat.
Yeah, it's going to be another kind of burner at the end. Maybe more of one than these 2 did, but
I'm kind of curious on what Reddit had to say about this, because I don't mess around in Reddit all that much, but like they have WandaVision stuff.
But one thing I wanted to say, and after you say that and then we say this, let's like kind of review it.
Yeah, go for it.
But I was gonna say, I believe it's Jack Schaefer. She's the writer for it. She's also writing Black Widow, and that gives me a lot of hope, honestly. Like Black Widow, I'm expecting to be kind of meh as it goes. Like Black Widow's dead, like whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like somewhat of her. It's her first movie, but like this gives me hope, honestly. For if she wrote this, like the dialogue was really good.
Yeah.
It felt, and it stuck with the tone for each one. So I'm excited for that. But you got anything?
Just a review so far.
Yeah. I was just saying on Reddit, but
no, they're mostly memes.
Okay. Well, just review. Why don't you go for it?
Review of the show. I think it breaks a barrier in terms of like TV show production. Normally you have a pilot, and then that sets the whole tone for the entire show itself. And I think they really steered away from that because they still want to stay true to like a movie themed TV show, which is actually surprisingly
it worked.
It worked, yeah.
Yeah.
So overall, the show so far is a lot to be desired. Not everyone's gonna like it, so I'm just gonna say around a 6 or 7
for like both episodes.
Yeah, because I think I had high expectations like you did.
Yeah,
too.
I think I put it like, I don't know, for enjoyment 6 or 7, but like critically, I think these are like 8 or 9. Like this is, but that's expecting these next the rest of the season to like continue this momentum. Like it's a good start. They've got a great, so like 6 or 7 like enjoyment. Critically though, like it's probably like 8-ish. Like it's like I said, a great start, and it is kind of breaking the mold of TV stuff. And it's the most expensive TV show.
It is.
25 mil.
Yeah. I can only imagine Paul Bettany, because like he had an interview with like how he does his makeup for how they do his makeup for Vision. I can only imagine like how frustrating it was to do that for so long.
Yeah.
Because Jesus Christ,
he seems like a patient guy.
He seems like it. Yeah, he seems really nice.
But overall, like, I'm excited to see what's to come, what's next in WandaVision. I love the name. The name at first, whenever I first got it, they first announced it, I was like, that's kind of weird. WandaVision,
Yeah.
but it kind of makes sense more now.
Yeah,
and
it's also kind of strange that it's cliche.
Yeah,
because like you'd expect like Marvel to not go with that because it sounds like a fan made thing.
Oh yeah. But even in the like title, I love how they've got the little in Vision's eye in his name. It's like a TV antenna broadcasting. I think that's so cool, and just little touches like that.
What if the title itself was like a hint like that?
I wouldn't be surprised.
TV tower thing is just like that's where the whole like force field starts.
Man, I just need more already. And
I think that was my problem with this the reveal, because I thought they would have a really good reason to have both episodes, for first 2 episodes.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought. I thought first episode is gonna go, and it's just not gonna reveal much.
Yeah,
right? Which it did. It did exactly what I thought it was gonna do. Normal play out in this TV thing, and then a little reveal at the end. I thought in that second episode though, we're gonna like get something, like we're gonna get more. But again, 7 more episodes, and I think it's fine.
I think overall the show, I think the reason I just realized this. I think one of the main reasons why it's so unsettling is because there's like a weird fourth wall break within a fourth wall break.
Kind of.
Because like they're talking to the camera, and then it zooms out, and it's a different camera that's watching them.
Mm-hmm. It feels very weird. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
but
itchy,
it's cool.
But at the same time, yeah.
Yeah. So I commend it. This is a good start for sure for the.
I don't know if you noticed this, but that house is not geometrically correct.
I believe. Well, yeah.
Because it's so angled so weirdly. It's like like people are like, and then you go outside and but the door is on the left side, but the house is not. Whatever. I'm just.
Yeah. But anyways, and I loved seeing Deborah Jo Rupp back in like a sitcom type setting after that 70s show. So that was one thing. But overall, it's a good start. That's our like WandaVision analysis, review, theory. Just
it's all everywhere. Everything. Like the show.
Yeah.
A lot to be desired.
But we're ready for the next episodes next Friday. We're going to be doing this every week with WandaVision, so stay tuned. Exciting. Yeah, stay tuned for that. So these should be out on Saturday every week with the entire running of WandaVision. Day after, if possible, we'll try and get them out same day if he's up for it.
I'm up for it. I mean, I'm always up on Friday,
so we'll try. Anyways, WandaVision, exciting. First episode of our WandaVision series, almost, I guess, because it's almost its own thing.
I feel like a whole Marvel thing should be its own thing.
Yeah, this should literally, because from the scheduling, Falcon and Winter Soldier should come out almost right after. Yeah. So title coming soon. Yeah. It'll probably be up on the episode, so don't worry about it. But anyways, thank y'all for watching. We've been the Continuity Crew. I'm Will.
I'm Win.
We love movies. We love y'all. We'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Fuck you. All of you.